So, as you know, I went to Toronto for 5 days and I got a ton of books. And by a ton of books, I mean 14 for me and 1 for Harriet. I read 2 books while I was away, one of which I talked about at length in my latest reading vlog, and so I will leave a link in the description below for you to catch up with that. I'll start by showing you my beautiful signed copy of the Magnolia sword. Oh sure, just push it away. Signed. I just found that all around it was a book that I could not put down, so I highly recommend that to any YA lovers out there. The second book that I got at Word on the Street book fair, and this is the one that I read on the train ride back, cover to cover. I couldn't put it down. It's called Play It Again by Aidan Wayne, and it is just so cute and soft and happy. I didn't know that I needed this book in my life until I actually started reading it. It was incredible. For those who don't know, Play It Again is the love story of 2 YouTubers, one who is super popular and he's also blind, and the love interest is Sam, who is a socially anxious gamer, and whenever David, the main character who is blind, finds his channel, he gives it a shout out to his like 6 million subscribers, and overnight Sam goes from having 400 subscribers to having 50,000. It's a beautiful love story between the 2 of them that takes place largely over DMs and phone calls and long distance. They do meet up a couple times, and it was just so beautiful, and I loved the asexual rep in this. Recommend this book as well. Now, the other books that I got, I picked up this book for Harriet. Of course, Harriet is not yet born, so it's a little bit outside of her reading level right now, but I figured the illustrator was there signing books at the Word on the Street book fair, so I had it signed to Harriet. I don't really know what this book is about, but it looks really cute, and the illustrator was very nice, and I am looking forward to reading it about 1,000 times when Harriet is born. Now, for the other books that I got. This is a mix here that I got from the book signing at the conference, in my bag that was given to me for having registered to go to the conference, and Word on the Street. So I'm just going to go through them. I have arranged them here according to size. I've already read We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and it is definitely one of my favorite nonfiction reads of the year, and I saw this at Word on the Street, so I had to get myself a copy because I've been wanting to get one for my shelves anyway. This is a book that I got in my conference bag, and I'm so happy about it because it's a book that I've been wanting to pick up. This is Black Tie Billionaire by Naima Simone. I've been meaning to read Yahrah St. John as well, so when I saw this at the Word on the Street, I picked this one up too. Then, because it was a 3 for $5 at Harlequin, I picked up a third one. I have not heard of this book before, A Scandalous Winter Wedding by Marguerite Kaye, but it has a great cover, so I'm hoping that it will be a great story too. The next 2, one of which I got at the conference and one of which I got signed by the author at the book signing, are in the same series. Jenny Holiday is so nice, and what I've been doing recently is sampling the Kindle version, and then if I like it, picking up the audiobook, because I prefer to read an audiobook, but the sample on an audiobook is never long enough for me to know whether or not I actually like that book, and it's also not the beginning of the book, rarely. So I don't want to start and listen to like 5 minutes in the middle. I want to actually know if I like the characters enough to continue. In this one I do. The heroine is very nerdy. She's a fantasy book writer, so like I'm totally on board with that, and I can't wait to read more about it. This one was also in my bag from the conference, and I am very much looking forward to reading it. So it is called Beyond the Limit by Cindy Dees, and it is the beginning of a new series featuring female Navy SEALs. So I love that concept. So I'm very much looking forward to reading this. I believe it's a romantic suspense. Can I admit that I've never read a Karen Robards book? I think she's fairly popular, but I'm not really much of a thriller reader. And then I keep telling myself that I'm going to probably donate this book, which I also got in my conference bag. But then I open it up and I read the first line, and the first line is, "You never see the bullet that takes you down." And I'm kind of hooked. The speaker at the conference was Sherry Thomas, and she is hilarious and insightful, and I really enjoyed her presentation on evoking emotions. And the conference gave us everybody a complimentary copy of A Study in Scarlet Women, which is the first book in her Lady Sherlock historical mystery series. Also in my bag are two that I have admittedly not heard of before and don't really know all that much about. The Death of Us by Alice Kuipper. I'm probably mispronouncing that. And the MacAvoy Sisters Book of Secrets by Molly Fader. So happy about this. This book was so funny. The Chai Factor by Farah Heron. And she is really funny. And she was on a rom-com panel at the conference that I really enjoyed. So yeah, I highly recommend this book. So happy I have a collectible copy for my shelf. So I feel like I've chattered on enough. If you've read any of the books on this list that I have or haven't read, feel free to comment below and let me know what you thought about them, or which of these I should start first of the ones that I haven't yet read. I think I've read 4 of the 14 that I have picked up, so there's 10 there that I haven't yet read and definitely intend to. In the meantime, I hope you had a wonderful weekend and happy reading. Sir, are you going to wake up and say goodbye to everybody? Edgar? Hi! A belly rub. That wasn't what I was trying to go for.